What's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching. We are out here doing a little fishing. This is known as Bubbly Creek, I believe. Bubbly Creek. How's it going? Siema, Minister Jakob. Are a whole bunch of like little crappies or something in there. We're gonna try to jig those up, guys. We will see if we get one. I'm actually gonna see if I can get any to bite this curly tail. Maybe, guys, we'll see. So I'm gonna throw this little curly tail jig. think we're gonna go back to that bobber with the jig on it. Give that a shot again. This seems to be a pretty popular spot to go fishing. Put on orange goes O'Shea. How's it going? How's it going? We're out here doing some fishing in Chicago. How are you doing, Ferenc? How's it going, everybody? We are out here doing some fishing. We are at a place called Bubbly Creek. I have not actually fished this before, but I thought I would give it a try. It is just south and west of downtown Chicago. And yeah, we are fishing for carp, catfish, maybe some crappie, maybe some bluegill, kind of whatever we'll bite. There are also tilapia in here, weirdly enough. Which that's not really a normal fish that people would expect to live in here, for sure. But yeah, they got some of those in here. So that's basically what we are trying to catch, guys. We got a fish on. Take a look at that, guys. Take a look at that. That is not a bad one, guys. That's not a bad one. Nice little bluegill. Nice little bluegill. What's going on, everybody? So we got our first fish of the day. We'll get him back out there. Tell you what, y'all, we are going to use this guy as bait. This guy is bait. So we are going to use this guy is perfect size, I think, for bait. I'll show you how we do that. guys will bite there. We're gonna wait for them to take it, but we just got a hard bite on that bluegill. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? The gear, drill, and rod and reel. How's it going? How's it going? We are out here. We are in Chicago, and the gear I am using, Zebco, just really simple, like Zebco rigs from Walmart. The Zebco Boss Hog catfishing rigs. They're spin cast, which is, I store all my stuff in the back of the car, so those spin cast reels are nice because they don't, they're enclosed, and I'm not casting real far, right? This river's not super big. None of the rivers I fish are big. So we were using Boss Hog reels, rod and reel combos. They're like I said, $30 from Walmart. And then you got a hair rig. The first rig that you see there is a hair rig with corn on it for carp. And the second one is using bluegill. I caught a bluegill earlier on a little jig, crappie jig, tipped with waxworm. And I'm using that bluegill as bait for catfish, like channel cats. Yeah, basically channel cats, I'm thinking, are what's in here. There might be some other cats like flatheads and stuff as well. I mean, really anything's possible, but I'm thinking channel cats are probably gonna be the like standard type of cat that's in here. And yeah, that's what we're fishing for. So cats and carp. But how are you doing, drill and chill, rod and reel? What's going on, guys? What's going on? We're out here doing some fishing. Doing a little fishing out here in Chicago. We caught us a bluegill. Little bluegill on a waxworm. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Get this guy back to the water. How's everybody's night going? What's everybody up to today? How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are having a good day. Good evening, night, whatever it is where y'all are at. I'm gonna throw a line in for tilapia. I know that there are tilapia in here. There are supposedly tilapia in here. There are a ton of people out here today. It is super nice weather. And yeah, it's been a good day of fishing so far. I'm thinking now I probably should have gotten out here a little bit earlier, actually. But overall, yeah, not too bad. Not a bad day of fishing, guys. Not a bad day of fishing at all. So we're gonna use Nightcrawler for bait. Hey, Ewas, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty good. We are out here in Chicago again. There's actually, you can see the downtown Chicago all the way up there, and we're fishing kind of a little creek. It's called, or it was called, I guess it was one of the most polluted creeks in America a while ago. And I guess in 2017 they cleaned it up. But yeah, it's a little fishing spot here. First time out here. Yeah, it was called like Bubbly Creek, or this is called Bubbly Creek. I've never fished here before. Supposedly there are tilapia in here, as well as like catfish, carp, all that sort of stuff. So I actually have a line out right now with night crawler on, seeing if we can catch one of these tilapia that are in here. Because I think that would be kind of cool. I didn't realize that tilapia lived in here, but supposedly they do, guys. So that's what we're gonna try to catch. That's what I'm hoping to catch. There's also, I think, a lot of drum, and then people have been pulling crappie out of here. I pulled a bunch of bluegill out of here already. I was doing some bluegill fishing a little earlier, using like a crappie jig. And then I actually put one of the bluegill on as bait on that pole right there. So that's got a bluegill on it for catfish, and then I have night crawler on the blue pole. Both of them are on the bottom, and both of them are going for, I guess, whatever bites, but catfish. I guess anything will eat a night crawler as well. So, but we will see. Hey, thank you, Ewas. Thank you. I'm hoping that it picks up here. The sun just went down, so I would think the catfish bite will be picking up pretty soon. One would usually think it would pick up pretty soon. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for as well. I got into a couple of bluegill already, but yeah, like I said, hopefully we get a decent sized catfish is what I'm hoping for. So we will see. I put a pretty decent sized bluegill on there, so it should hopefully catch a decent size catfish, I would think. Yep, still alive. So he's actually swimming around a bit. I can see the line moving slightly. I think that's from him swimming around. I hooked him through the back, kind of towards the tail. It's kind of one of the spots I usually like to hook bluegill that are still alive, just because it lets them swim around fairly easily without damaging them too bad. do nose hook, makes them look more in distress. Ah, okay. I will have to give that a try on the next one I catch. I think I'll give that a shot. Yeah, usually I've been hooking them through the tail, but yeah, I'll definitely give that nose hooking a try maybe. Um, okay. Yeah, I've seen people do it, through the tail, through the middle of the bluegill, and then also through the head, like nose, I guess. But yeah, I'll have to give that a shot. But he is definitely still alive, swimming around. I can see him moving the line. Watching it, we can only use fish as bait in the salt water. Oh man, that's too bad. Yeah, you can use them. Fortunately, you can use fish as bait here in freshwater. I mean, all we have is fresh water, so that would make sense, but there might have been more strict rules if we had more types of things, if we had salt water as well, but yeah, we're just freshwater here, guys. Just freshwater here. What do you catch on a bluegill in the salt water? Oh, we're getting a bite. Looks like maybe it was a bluegill or something just biting at the worm. It wasn't actually big enough to take it off. Using herring and saltwater bluegill can't live in the salt. Ah, got it. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they weren't really a saltwater species, but yeah, I wish I lived in a place with saltwater. Still, most don't use live bait anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've only fished in saltwater on 2 different occasions. I went to Turkey, and I fished in the Aegean Sea, kind of out by between like Turkey and Greece, and didn't catch anything big. I caught some of those like mackerel, some of those bream, and yeah, mostly just mackerel, bream. I think like a sea bass once. Yeah, like a little sea bass. Nothing super big. It's actually harder. It was harder than I thought it would be to fish in the salt water. I figured there would be more fish, but yeah, no, it was really interesting. It was pretty cool. Those were definitely different fish than I had ever caught before. But it was definitely a whole different game. You're using a lot heavier weight. You're having to kind of figure out where the tide is coming in, all that. I mean, it's definitely its own little fishing in saltwater is a little bit different beast from fishing in freshwater, I would say. This is a pretty typical freshwater fishing setup. You know, it's super easy. You don't have to use any huge weights. Fishing in little rivers, creeks like this, it's pretty easy to do. Saltwater fish always seem to be on the move for food. Yeah, I mean, there weren't as many of them biting as I had thought there would be. Like, it just, I don't know, I thought it was actually a little bit tougher, but it might have just been because I didn't exactly know what I was doing. Um, but yeah. Hey, how's it going, Luke? How's it going? It is not raining here. It is not raining here at all. It is really nice weather. Where are you at, Luke? Is it raining where you are? It's dumping here, says you are staying. Wow. Yeah, fortunately, we are not getting any rain. We might get that storm maybe from you guys, but we'll see. A lot of times we don't get, like, we'll see a big storm hit I watch like weather YouTube and stuff, so sometimes there'll be a big storm that'll hit the Pacific, but it usually never gets all the way out to here because there's a lot of room for it to dump snow and rain and stuff. But yeah, it's like 60 degrees today, I think. It was really nice weather. Extremely warm, nice, great day, especially for November. Which I was absolutely fine with. Yeah, trade you weather. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna enjoy this nice warm weather as long as we got it. I guess folks say that it's usually not this cold or warm, but I would tend to agree. It's usually a little bit colder, I would say. But I like having the warmer weather, guys. I think it's nice. 43 right now. Yeah, it's cold. Now, yesterday was really cold. It was like 40 something and blowing. It was blowing a really hard wind from the north. But today, the wind is coming up from the south and it's like complete opposite. Much nicer, much milder weather. But yeah, it was really cold yesterday. I live with constant 75 to 80. Yeah, so could I. That actually sounds pretty nice. I don't even mind it getting down into like the 60s, but anything below like, 60. Once you start getting into the 50s, 40s, it starts getting pretty cold. And I've never been a huge fan of snow. Still shorts weather. Yeah, it was earlier today for sure. But now it's getting a little colder. At night, the temperature dips down a bit, but it's still pretty nice. Oh, I did see some lightning just there. Oh, guys. Oh yeah, you're off, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm on shorts year round, but we'll take some sweats with me if it gets down to 20 degrees. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a classic cold weather American way to do it right there. Just always wear shorts. That's how it was when I was living in Nebraska. Everybody there wears shorts in the winter. I mean, it makes sense if you're just running out to your car really quick. Doesn't really matter. My lines were across. That was what I was doing there. The guy's drifting a bobber down as well. There's actually quite a few people out fishing here. It's a really nice day, so a lot of people were out fishing today, I guess. Magnus, Orda or Ewas says take a nap. Good luck. Thank you, Ewas. Thank you. You have a good one. Thanks for watching, as always. Magnus, fisherman, have you caught anything yet? No, not yet. Well, caught some bluegill so far. Caught a bunch of bluegill. The bluegill bite is pretty strong out here. We're trying to catch crappie or carp or catfish or tilapia. I guess any of those I would take. And so what I did with one of those bluegill was I actually put him on the hook and threw him out there as bait. So we will see. Nothing really nice yet, though. What about you, Magnus Fisherman? Are you out fishing right now? Wow, only one person in here right now. How is everybody doing? Where is everyone watching from? Yeah, we haven't caught anything yet, or we haven't caught anything good yet. Like I said, hoping for catfish, carp, something big. Reposition that a little closer to the wall. Maybe that will help. I don't know. We will find out. How is everybody doing today? I see we got one person in here watching. And now there are 0 people in here. I don't know, I guess today is not a popular day to watch fishing streams or something. It seems like we don't have nearly as many folks as we had on yesterday for sure. But yeah, if you're just now joining us, we are doing a little bit of fishing. Trying to catch catfish, carp, whatever else that bites. 3 people in here now. We are fishing for, like I said, carp, catfish, anything else that bites. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's even tilapia, supposedly. And one of the things I would try to catch is one of those. I've never caught a tilapia before. I always thought they lived in like salt water. And I always thought that because the only place I've actually seen tilapia was in the Salton Sea. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. But yeah, I went to the Salton Sea once. And that place is full of tilapia. Mostly dead tilapia. I mean, it's got live ones, obviously, as well. But that is one of the worst smelling lakes in America, I think. Just full of dead fish. It's a very interesting place. So yeah, that's why I always thought tilapia lived in saltwater, was because they lived in the Salton Sea or Salton Lake. It's called the Salton Sea, but it's really a lake. But that is not where we are fishing today. We are fishing in Chicago. And we are trying to catch some, like I said, carp, catfish, anything else that bites. Drum. Hey, Bill Owens, how's it going? Good luck today, buddy. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. So far, we've caught a bunch of bluegill. That was a little earlier when I started about 1 hour ago. First thing I did was catch some bluegill, and now I'm using bluegill for bait for catfish. That is usually a pretty good bait to use, I've found. They really like bluegill. Channel cats, anyway. I'm gonna move the line I have with the night crawler on it.
Nothing over there.
Yeah, hit some nice blue and flatheads, a flat bluegill, usually pretty solid choice for all catfish. Yeah, I've always found this one of the best baits for catfish. I mean, nightcrawler works as well, but live bluegill, I've always thought it's one of the better baits. I don't know though, the bite's kind of slow today. I mean, outside of just the little bluegill and stuff that have been biting, I was definitely expecting a little more, or a little better, I guess, fishing out here. It seemed like a more promising location. But yeah, like I was saying, I've seen on like the Fish Brain app and stuff, folks were catching tilapia, crappie, and of course carp. Also goldfish. Apparently there's a lot of goldfish in here, like bigger size goldfish. I haven't caught a goldfish in quite some time, actually. They're always kind of fun to catch, especially if they're really brightly colored. They're really bright orange goldfish. There really, I guess, could be just about anything in here, though. Anything that lives in fresh water, that is. Hey, thank you for the like. Thank you. We are out here doing some, doing a little fishing. Hopefully we get a catfish for you guys. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're fishing for. Really shooting for some catfish. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Hope everybody is having a good evening, wherever y'all are watching from. Where is everybody watching from? They all from the States, Chicago area, different places, different countries. It's always interesting talking to you guys. Sometimes people are watching from all kinds of other countries as well. But tonight's a slow night. Yesterday, I did a little bit of trout fishing at like a little trout pond. That was a lot better. That fishing was quite a bit better. But today is a lot slower. Dude, look at the Chicago. Like, do you guys see that? That is Chicago's most prolific resident right there, guys. You'll see him. Yeah, the rat problem is pretty big in Chicago. I think it's the rattiest city in America from what I've heard. And I would definitely believe it. I would definitely believe it, guys. They are everywhere in here. You could probably use them as bait for like a muskie or something. I guess catfish would eat them too. But I definitely would not put that on YouTube if you're using a rat for bait, even a dead one. I think that would probably be a little too graphic for YouTube. Helicopter. Welcome to Chicago. Where is everyone watching from? I'm actually kind of surprised we only have like one person in here. Usually we have a lot more folks watching. But I don't know. It's also kind of early too. Back when I first started doing the live streams, I was always doing them a lot later. Now it gets dark so early. I can't believe it's not even 5:30 yet. And it is dark here, guys. It is dark, dark, dark. And it's not even 5:30, guys. It gets dark so early now. Of course, back when it was light until, 8:30 at night, I was complaining about the same thing. It was like, it's not getting dark fast enough because I can't go out fishing. So I guess I don't mind it. If it could get dark like at 6:30, 7 o'clock if it could get dark at like 7 o'clock every night, that would be perfect. I think like just stay 7 o'clock every night. And not get cold. That's the problem when it starts getting dark this early, is that it gets cold a lot easier and the temperatures are usually down, at least here in the Midwest. And the bite's usually a little bit slower. What's going on, everybody? We got 3 people in here now watching. And then there was one. And then there was one. So yeah, we've been out here for about an hour and a half. Got a bunch of bluegill, but none of the target fish, the catfish, carp, that sort of thing. But I don't know, guys. I'm still pretty hopeful. I think we can end up getting into some bigger stuff. It is only 5:30. Hard to believe with how dark it is, but it is only 5:30, guys. So I don't know. I think we can still catch some decent fish for sure. For sure, guys. This was once America's most polluted creek, from what I understand. But it's been cleaned up now. And yeah, we are in Chicago. That is where we are fishing at the moment. Well, we got 4 people in here now. How's it going, everybody? We are doing a little fishing just south of downtown Chicago. Trying to catch just about anything. I will take pretty much anything at this point, guys. I will seriously take any kind of fish. Just trying to catch something, y'all. Just trying to catch something. Catfish, carp, whatever. Just in case we do get into something bigger, I want to be able to get the footage of it, you know, on both cameras. Usually got a 2-camera gig out here, 2-camera system. Yeah, how is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing this evening? I don't know, we had a bite. That was definitely a bite. I don't know what that was, but it was definitely a bite on that catfish rod with the bluegill on it. I'm guessing kind of a smaller catfish, but it wasn't a very hard bite. Did not take it and run with it. I don't think it was big enough to hammer at that bluegill. That is a pretty good sized bluegill that I have on there too, so maybe I should have used a slightly smaller one. But I also like throwing bigger baits, you know. Bigger baits catch bigger fish, or at least they're supposed to. Ant on the phone. Oh, it's a duck. I was like, I saw something swimming down the river. I wasn't sure what that was. It's a duck. How is everybody doing tonight, doing this evening? Hope y'all are having a good night, good evening, wherever y'all are watching from. I don't know. Oh, we're getting a bite. That was close. We had a bite, but that was about it. It was a solid bite, though. I don't know what it was, but definitely a solid bite. I was waiting for that catfish pole to something start taking line out on it. That's what we're all looking to see. Like I said, I got a pretty good sized bluegill on that thing for bait. It might be a little bit too big even, but like I said, big bait for big fish. And I know y'all want to see big fish get caught. I think this blue pole is gonna catch something though too. That is baited up with night crawler on a little like size 1 circle hook. So pretty small. I mean, that'll definitely catch a smaller sized fish. Of course, there are a lot more smaller sized fish in here than bigger ones, but I don't know, guys. I think there's still some pretty big fish in here too. We're like south of downtown by like a mile or a mile and a half, maybe a couple miles even. But kind of that same river that runs through downtown Chicago, so that means there could pretty much be anything in here. Although I would really be surprised to catch like salmon or something like that. Not saying that they couldn't swim in from the lake, but it's usually pretty rare. But yeah, if you are just now watching, thank you. Thank you. If it's your first time here, we fish the Chicagoland area pretty regularly. And we do live streams. I also head out to the harbor and do like Lake Michigan fishing, that sort of thing. But yeah, I decided to give this spot a shot today. It was my very first time fishing this exact spot. So yeah, never been out here fishing before, but thought I would try something new, a new area, see if we could catch something. So far, all we've caught are bluegill, but I have a bluegill on one of those poles that I'm using for bait, so we will see, guys. We will see. Hopefully we can catch a catfish or something. Something like that. How is everybody doing tonight? Doing this evening? Wherever everybody is watching from. Sorry, there's like an ant on there. Hopefully it doesn't cover the camera. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the channel. I really do appreciate everybody who watches these live streams. They're always fun to do. I love interacting with everybody on here. It's fun doing a fishing live stream. Coming up on 6 o'clock. Man, it is really dark, guys. It still feels like it is at least 8 or 9 o'clock. That's what I think anyway. We're all over halfway through November though, so that would make sense. Just about Thanksgiving and the holiday season. all of the madness that will kick off pretty soon with all of that. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. What is everybody up to? How was everybody's weekend? Did everyone have a good weekend? Oh, I see we're getting some action on that. That might just be the bluegill swimming around too. We'll know here in a second. I'm not calling that an actual bite yet, but let's see. It'll take drag. Let's see if we like I said, I mean, we'll know pretty quick if that's a bite or not, but I don't think that was a catfish bite. Just was not a good hard enough pull. What is going on, everybody? How's it going? Thank you for joining the channel if you're just now getting in here. If you're new, we are fishing in Chicago. Fishing for catfish, carp, mostly just those. Anything else that will bite as well, I guess. I'm a fishing generalist. I fish for whatever is biting. But since we are using bluegill, and we got bluegill and nightcrawler on for bait, I'm gonna say those are probably pretty good for catfish and carp. So that's why I'm saying catfish and carp. Plug my phone into this charger. I got the flash on the phone, which is using up quite a bit of charge, of course. Well, 2 people in here, 1 person in here. Man, it is a really nice day though. Like it was like 60 degrees this afternoon, and right now it is probably, I mean, it's in the mid 50s, I would say. Very, very comfortable for fall weather. Very comfortable for fall weather. Is that a bite? We'll know here in a second. Oh yeah, we're getting a bite. Getting a bite, guys. Getting a bite. Let's see. Just something chewing on them a little. Send it back out. Back there for sure. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for watching. If you are new here to the channel, we are doing some fishing in Chicago, like the Chicago area. Well, we're in Chicago, definitely. Just south of downtown right now. Just south of downtown and I think west of Chinatown. But yeah, we are fishing for whatever bites. Whatever bites. I'm hoping for catfish. That's what we've been shooting for, is catfish. So far, really, the only thing that's really been biting have been the bluegill. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Good to see everybody on here. Thank y'all for watching. We are fishing in Chicago for pretty much whatever is biting. Trying to catch just about anything, guys. But catfish, carp, other kinds of river fish or rough fish. How is everybody doing? Well, just heard a fish jump. I don't know what that was, but maybe like a little bass or a rock bass, something like that. Could be a smallmouth even. I've heard there are smallies in here. I don't know, I think we're getting just a tiny bit of rain right now. Like not a lot, just a little. Little tiny bit of rain. Just barely raining out here, guys. Just barely raining. Dog barking at me. I think he's barking at me. I don't know. He just sees me standing here. He's on the other side of the river. He doesn't seem too happy to see me. What we're doing. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know I had a pretty decent weekend. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible, guys. Wasn't terrible. Yeah, if you're just now joining us, we are doing a little bit of fishing here in Chicago. Trying to catch something. We're gonna get this carp rod back on in the water. just see if there's any, carp, that sort of thing might be trying to bite on this, guys. I don't know, maybe. So I've got this here. Got the corn and then a piece of that fake corn on that'll kind of pop the whole thing up off the bottom. And that's basically what I'm going to throw down there, see if we can catch any carp. Our roads are like So there we go, guys. There we go. We got one out for a carp, one out for catfish. That's what we are switching to fishing for right now, actually. The one on the left is using bluegill for bait, and the one on the right is using corn for bait. Obviously, the corn is for carp. The bluegill is for the catfish. I haven't caught either of those yet. I guess we've been fishing for like 2 hours now, gal. So it's just been the bluegills. I don't know. Today I thought the fishing was going to be better here, and I thought the fishing was going to be more. I guess it's better in the harbor, but I fished the harbor quite a bit for steelhead and for salmon, and I still have yet to catch a salmon, guys. The salmon are really tricky to catch. And I'm thinking the actual king salmon season's kind of over. I don't know. I mean, there might still be a few left, but you can actually see most of them. They're kind of just dead on the bottom of the harbor. A lot of things, I guess, for the carp and bullhead, catfish, all that sort of stuff to eat. Well, but yeah, we will see, guys. We will see if we get into anything else. Hoping to catch a carp or a catfish. Bubbly Creek. That's where we are fishing right now. Three people in here. Thank you to whoever liked. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Hooking on into the channel. Inviting the like button over for a fancy Italian dinner and serving them cold SpaghettiOs. That's literally just copying Mr. Ballin, I guess. Up, I see some bite. I don't know, I think that's a bluegill moving. Like I said, I got on bait. I mean, I got a pretty big bluegill on there for bait. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We are just getting a tiny bit of rain right now, actually. Not a lot, just a few little sprinkles. I didn't actually see on the weather. I had thought there was not going to be any rain, but I guess maybe we're just getting a little bit. If it was a lot colder, I'd probably be getting out of here now, but it is still pretty warm out, still pretty tolerable for temperature. So I'll stay here for a little longer, guys. Just waiting for that big bite. Like I said, we're using corn and we are using bluegill. Both of those baits usually work pretty well. Of course, it is into the second half of November now, so it is getting a little later in the year. Like I said, weather has been great. It has been super nice. Oh, here's one of Chicago's most famous creatures. I don't know why the rat was coming over here to check out the fishing poles. They really aren't scared of much, that's for sure. 5 people in here now. This is the most we've had all night. It has been, like I said, a really slow night, both with people watching and with just the fishing in general. Of course, if we were catching more fish, I'm sure we probably would get more people watching. But yeah, like I said, just really slow. Really slow, guys. On all fronts. Is everyone having a good day today? Good end of the weekend? Maybe? How is everybody doing? If you're just now joining us, we are out here in Chicago doing some fishing. fishing for whatever is biting. Really did figure we would have a few more fish by now. How is everybody doing today? Thank y'all for watching. If you're just now joining the channel, just now checking in, Make sure to give this a thumbs up and hook into that bell so you never miss more action. Hey, how's it going, Stuart? How's it going? Hey, Belly. You set the hook. Your poles are between the rails. Yep. Yep, that's what we're doing. Hey, how's it going, Belly? How's it going, Stuart? How's it going, Whitney? How's it going, everybody? So the reason why the poles are between the rails, I will actually let you know on that. I have a kind of the bite alert on it, and I can get those out pretty easily from there. It's pretty easy to get out. And then, so that pole on the right, I have rigged up with corn on a hair rig, and the carp almost always set themselves when you're fishing with a hair rig. And then, yeah, that catfish pole, I will be able to get it out whenever something takes it up, starts running with it. But yeah, how's it going, Whitney? The fishing tonight is kind of slow, actually. It's been pretty slow. Got bluegills. Bluegills have been about all that's been biting, but I use those as a catfish bait. How are you doing, Stuart? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, we are fishing a slightly different area tonight from where we were fishing a couple nights ago. We are in Chicago now, back in Chicago. So, yeah. That's good, Stuart. That's good. You done any fishing recently? I've seen you on a few of the other live streams and said hi in the chat. It's always fun seeing people I know from like my live streams on other people's live streams. It's fun to see folks I recognize from other, see like I've seen you on other live streams. It's always fun. Kind of got some regulars that watch all the fishing live streams. But yeah, that's good, Stuart. That's good. Yeah, we are fishing for catfish. The pole on the left has a bluegill on it for bait, and we are fishing for catfish. The pole on the right is using corn on a hair rig for carp. Wonder why it's slow. The water isn't that cold yet. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been quite a bit, the bite would have been a lot better. But yeah, the only thing that was biting tonight has been the bluegills. And it was like 60 degrees today. It was perfect weather. It was really warm out today, unusually warm for November. But I'm not complaining. It was really nice to be able to go outside and not be freezing. It's only in like the mid 50s now. Yeah, I don't know why the bite's been so slow. I definitely would have thought it would have been better. It's nice out there. Maybe the warmer weather has thrown them off. That might be it. That might have been it. I don't know. I definitely it was a lot colder yesterday. It was in the mid 40s, and then today it got up into like the 60s. So that might have thrown them off a little. I don't know. Definitely was expecting to catch, get at least a couple catfish tonight. But we'll see. I mean, it's only 6:45, so I'll fish a little longer. Um, Sometimes, catfish don't really come out till later, so. It is how dark it is now. I wonder if it has something to do with the insects. I know most of them hibernate or die when it hits the winter. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. There was, it's actually weird though that there have actually been insects and stuff out today. Not a lot, but the ants were definitely out today, as were a few types of like flies and stuff. So, um, yeah, I'm sure the warmer weather is throwing everything off. Um, yeah, like I said, I mean it's only 6:45 or so we'll see. And see, I know like catfish will also hibernate, I guess, or at least get really kind of inactive too in the winter. So I don't know. Although on a bigger river like this, usually they stay active, all winter. Or at least this would be a river that they would be living in the winter time. I know they do migrate out of like the little creeks and stuff. They'll usually swim out to the bigger rivers. I'm starting to slow down a bit. Didn't know they migrate either. How deep is it there? So right here, it gets about like 10 foot or so out into the middle. There's some pockets of like 10 foot. So yeah, that's deep enough for them. And it'll get all the way, and then that's on the little, I guess, channel that I'm on right now. Out on the main channel where it connects, it gets to like 20 foot. So between 10 and 20 foot is plenty deep enough for them to survive in during the winter. So that's why I figured, they would be in here. But in like a smaller creek, if you go to any of the places where it's only like 2 or 3 foot deep, they'll usually leave those during the winter. They'll swim downstream to like a bigger river and try to hide out in it. But I figured the carp would at least have been biting, because carp usually bite pretty much every day. Um, they don't really seem to mind the colder weather as much as other fish, from what I found. Because I've caught carp on days when it's even like 30, 35 degrees or something, just above freezing, to where the water's not iced over, and carp will bite. That's like one of the few fish that I know you can catch in cold weather. I just noticed the title of the live stream. Is it polluted there? Have you ever gotten a deformed fish or anything from a polluted river? I don't actually think I've ever gotten a deformed fish from a polluted river before, but yeah, this is supposedly, back in the day, this particular part of the river was like the most polluted river in the US. It's called Bubbly Creek. And back when they had all the slaughterhouses, I guess they would just dump all of the pollution in there. And yeah, then it became a EPA Superfund site, and they've been trying to clean it up, from what I understand. It's a lot cleaner than it was, but I think it's still a little bit polluted, I would guess. a bite, guys. We're getting a bite. Get a fish eventually, guys. I told y'all we would get a fish. And I may actually have to go around, I'm thinking. Let's see how big he is. Thinking it's going to be easier if I land him actually on the shore. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Steer on this way. I have a net that's big enough. That is just a little, I'm not sure if it's big enough actually. It is a pretty high, like, harbor wall here. That is not a big enough net. Alright, I'm going to have to actually go over to this other part and land him. One second, guys. Let's go. We got him. Not huge, but not a bad size either. Finally got us a nice little, I had to go walk around to land him. This wall here is bigger than this net. Like the net handle is supposed to be able to handle anything, but yeah. Got us a nice little common carp. Not the biggest for sure, but still not a bad size. So I use those hair rigs. I love these hair rigs for carp fishing. For a couple of reasons. One, they're just usually easier to get out of the fish. And two, is that they usually set themselves. So I know that somebody left in the chat, like, how are you going to set them? Well, with a hair rig, they almost always sit there. Set them themselves. But Guys, check this carp out. Let me get my scale real quick. Let's get a weight. Let's get a weight, you guys. There's our fish. Pretty good sized little carp. Not the biggest, but still a solid like 5 pounds. 5.16, so 5.16 pounds. Not bad, guys. Not a bad little carp. It was a 5.16 pound carp. Is it safe to eat them from the river? Yeah, I don't think it's the safest thing to do, so I'm not actually going to eat them. I'm going to get them back in the water, but we're just fishing for fun tonight, so that's... I'm going to take a picture of them real quick. 8.9. Sorry about that if the camera caught out there, but yeah. Pretty nice little fish. So we are going to get this guy back in the water. We're going to keep fishing. So I'll show you where I actually... He'll be all right. He wasn't out of the water for too long. And he's on a nice cloth net, you know. I actually had to land him down here because let's see. Oh, yeah, he's okay. There he goes. Back into the river, guys, back into the river. So yeah, this wall, as you can see, is like super tall. Even this net, which is a long landing net, couldn't land him from where I was fishing at. So I had to actually bring him over, kind of landed him off camera, but nice. Got a carp, guys, got a carp. Nice, good sized carp. I don't know. I'm going to keep fishing for a little bit longer because I've always found where there's one carp, there's usually more. 5 years for he would fish for goby and he's... Yeah, it's probably best not to eat them. Grandpa was a fisherman and he was stationed in Japan in World War II, like 5 years at 400. He went fishing goby near Nagasaki and he swore... Yeah, definitely don't want to eat anything that's super polluted. It's probably never a good idea to do that. I'm gonna see if we can catch another one though, just because usually carp are in schools, right? So I've always carp will swing in schools. I mean, granted, we did just catch one, so that maybe have spooked them a little bit, but I still think we can, catch another one. Maybe. It's definitely possible. Catch another one. We'll see, guys. We'll see. He was pulling deformed fish out with extra eyes and fins, and one day pulled one out that had a literal human face. And wow, said seeing the face come out of water scared him so bad he tossed the rod in and never fished that area again. Yeah, I don't blame him, man. That is freaky. That is some crazy. There are definitely some crazy things in the water. And I bet after, all of the like radioactivity and stuff, that would not be that'd be pretty scary. All kinds of strange deformities and stuff on fish. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat anything out of like radioactive areas. Stuart Fish Whisperer, can I ask a question? Please, would it be possible for me to be a mod for you? Yeah, sure. That's fine. I don't actually have any mods. I haven't had to have any, but yeah, you can be a mod. There you go. You're a mod. No problem. No problem. No problem, Stuart. No problem. Yeah, I haven't actually been using mods on this channel, I don't think at all, but I'm perfectly fine with you being a mod. You're a regular part of the fishing live streams. So, man, I'm actually really pumped now. I'm so glad we finally caught something, and it was a pretty nice, decent little carp too. So, hopefully we catch some more. I'm gonna fish for a little while longer here anyway. I don't know, it depends like how badly catching that one carp spooked them or if they're gonna come back. I don't know. Pretty cool stream, everyone's chill here. Yeah, it's good size. Thank you, Whitney. Yeah, everyone's super cool usually, so. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, very nice. Nice little fish. It's finally nice to catch stuff. All I caught was bluegill way earlier on in the night. Caught a bunch of bluegill, but I love fishing for carp. Hook set the notification bell. Yes, yes, please do that. Yeah, I've usually had really good folks in the chat. Everybody's been really nice. It's a good little group. I'm just really surprised that the line that I have out there with the bluegill on it hasn't gotten bit yet. I was kind of expecting some more catfish action, but yeah. Is that a plane? Yes, that's a plane. There are, or it's a UFO, I don't know, but we are pretty close. Oh, is that a fish on too? Let's see. I was gonna say it's unidentified fishy object. Anyway, so something just pulled at this bait. Pick it up and run away with it. Usually, some of the catfish will usually do that. We'll be able to take a line out. A little easier to set the bait. Don't get too wet, don't need to have chill. Yeah, I'm trying not to get wet or anything out here, but I don't know, there was definitely something pulled. I think I maybe used a little too big of a bluegill as bait. So you can use bluegill and other fish like that for bait here in this state. So that's one of my favorite catfish baits to use. But I think I might have used a little bit too big of a size. Because I think what that was pulling at, I think that was like a smaller catfish probably biting at the bluegill, but wasn't able to get the whole thing in. But there are definitely some bigger sized catfish in this river too though. I mean, I've caught like a 7-pounder out of here like a month ago, so. Oh yeah, sorry. There we go. Yeah, you'll be able to see if anything, you'll be able to see if a strike happens there, I think. I'm not too worried about that hair rig because that last carp we got, and pretty much all the carp that I've ever got with a hair rig, they get, yeah, no problem, Stuart. Carp will usually almost always set themselves on a hair rig. Just with the way their mouth works, you know, they suck in the hook and then spit it back out, and it gets them as they're spitting that hook back out. But yeah, catfish, you definitely have to watch a little more carefully because they will, you do have to set the hook on those guys a little more. Planes look like flying tip lights. Yeah, a little bit, I guess, yeah. Especially from the view of the camera there. Chicago has 2 pretty big airports. I'm at the, and I guess it always seems like I end up fishing like right inside of like the flyway of like an airport. because there's always planes on most of my live streams. Here comes another one. What are tip lights? I'm thinking that's like the lights you would put on your, like the end of the fishing pole, so you could, like, I think that they make different ones. I had, actually when I was fishing the Missouri River on that Mo River live stream, I had a glow stick that I taped to the end of the rod. I forgot them tonight, but I did like that though, like putting like I taped the glow stick onto the end of the rod so that it lit up at night. It was easier to see. But yeah, I should have brought those out tonight actually. That's a good idea. Let's go on the end of your rod to detect bites. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing they make like tip lights and stuff. I keep saying that I'm gonna get one of those, I don't know, I think they're like the Hellcat rods or something. The rods that are like glow in the dark, but yeah, I think glow sticks also work, I found. Just tape a glow stick to the end of the rod or something. Glow in the dark nail polish. Yeah, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. Might have to give that a try. You have close to kind of the snap. I got the snap to light up ones. Yeah. I didn't realize there were battery powered glow sticks as well. Yeah, just a really cheap, like $1. You can get a big pack of them for like $1. Snap them, they light up. I got UV resin that helps with glow in the dark, but I prefer the battery powered ones. Oh, okay, yeah. I imagine the battery powered ones are probably super bright. Yeah, I wasn't aware either, but that does sound pretty cool. Or if you want to send me an email, I will give you a link for them. Oh, sounds good. Will do, Stuart. Links don't work on a vertical. Alrighty, no problem. I wasn't aware that links didn't work either. I'm learning all about the live stream and what you can and can't do on them, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'll check out your channel and yeah, send you a message, send you an email. Yeah, the nail polish starts out great, but I have to hit it with the flashlight every few minutes or so. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what it always seems like. Most glow-in-the-dark things just don't glow that well. It's like fishing with glow-in-the-dark lures. Links work on a horizontal live. Ah, okay. I didn't realize there was a difference between the two of them, but yeah, we'll have to. It seems like vertical lives are more popular. At least I always see more vertical lives. But I'm also on YouTube on my phone most of the time, so that might be why. But yeah, vertical lives, it seems like there's more people doing them. I just think it's fun doing live streams because I usually go fishing alone, but you know, pull up a live stream, it's like got the regular crew that you're out fishing with, so it's fun. Has anyone done any trolling with a kayak? I have not, no. I've only fished out of an inflatable kayak. I've never actually, I don't have a nice like fishing kayak or anything, and yeah, I haven't tried any trolling out of it. I don't know if Stuart or anyone else in the chat knows. The only problem with vertical lives, you don't get paid for them when you're monetized. Ah, okay. I wasn't aware. Oh, I guess because it'd be like shorts or something similar. I don't know, I usually use YouTube Premium to watch stuff, so I don't really ever see like ads and stuff ever, but Whitney, I do have a channel for you to check out. Mission Discover does it. Okay, he's an upcoming channel that is doing wonders. Okay, I will have to check him out as well. That sounds very cool. Any fin is possible also. Nice. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm still stuck in a recliner with a spinal injury, but I just have a regular kayak for sporting. It wasn't a comfortable experience, honestly, trying to fish in it. I've always had, yeah, I had a inflatable kayak for a while, and I could fish in it, but it was a little bit more difficult. But yeah, hopefully you get better. Recover. Sorry about that. Man, there's some kind of fish jumping out there. Maybe bass or something are hitting the top of the water. They got smallmouth bass here, so yeah. Yeah, I think bass, but do you have trout there? Yes, there technically are trout, but not super common. This is this river connects at one end to Lake Michigan, so there can be a few trout that get up into here, but not a whole lot. And they don't stick around year round. But it is the season for the steelheads to come in closer to shore, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was one or two, swimming around in here. But I think the bass would be more common for like what's jumping and stuff. I know I've seen people on YouTube fish for the. I saw a guy actually make a catch. He said it was from a few days ago. He was catching trout on Lake Michigan itself, like in the harbor. There were some rainbows. There were also, of course, like ponds and stuff around here that they stock trout in. How far from Lake Michigan is this? Have you fished the lake? Yes, I fished the lake before as well, but never had a ton of luck on the lake. The lake is actually pretty hard to fish. You know, it's got a lot of water, and that makes it hard to find the fish. It definitely would be easier. It's one of those things where if you have like a boat or something, it would probably be a lot easier. But I've tried salmon fishing before and haven't had any luck. I usually fish the harbors. But I've caught smallmouth there and like carp and bullhead and channel cats. But this is like a couple miles, maybe like 2 miles from Lake Michigan. 3 miles maybe, 2 or 3 miles, pretty close. Close. Maybe try fishing for some. I prefer catfishing myself. Yeah, I do enjoy catfishing. I also enjoy so for salmon fishing, it's usually what I do is I'll go out at around this time and I'll fish with like glow-in-the-dark lures. That's what everybody swears by, but it's pretty hard. There's a lot of people fishing and not a lot of people making catches. I prefer the catfishing and carp fishing because for one, it's just easier. You know, you set your lines out, you can kind of fish from the bank like this, talk to everybody in the chat. It's fun. Yeah, I like this kind of more laid back catfishing, carp fishing. Yeah, me too. Already have anxiety. I don't want to have anxiety and adrenaline going fishing too. This is the most interesting fish you've ever caught. I don't even know. Interesting fish. I really like catching gar. I think those are kind of the coolest kind of fish that I've ever caught. Gar fishing is a lot of fun just because they have all those teeth and they're a really cool looking fish. Toothy. look like a little alligator. That's why I like gar fishing. I haven't caught any like alligator gar. I've only caught like short nose gar and long nose gar. But gar fishing is fun. All right, guys, did you see that? Did you see that? No, was it? It was good. It was like a little bite gar. They do look like prehistoric. Never fished one. Potentially only alligator gar. Yeah, they are cool to catch though. I usually use like shrimp or night crawlers even. Use like a big circle hook. It was a big pull, so that the one that I have the bluegill on, something pulled at it, but didn't take it. You know, didn't pick it up and run with it, but it gave it a good hard pull. Bent the rod. So I'm hoping that we get another bite. You know, something grabs it really good so I can set the hook here. The weirdest fish I caught is a dogfish. Awesome. I've never caught a dogfish, or I guess haven't done a whole lot of saltwater fishing, so yeah. But that sounds pretty cool. Dogfish. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Ready to set the hook. Or maybe not, guys, maybe not. But it seems like there's something interested in this bluegill finally. It only took 3 hours fishing with it, but I think we finally got a fish interested, guys. Maybe not, guys. Maybe not. I thought we were gonna get something, but it looked like, I mean, something definitely did pull, but I don't know. Maybe it just bit the bluegill a little bit. Wasn't interested. Usually when a bigger catfish bites, I mean, you'll know. They bite pretty hard most of the time. Today's word from Google is finisher. Interesting. So what baits do you have with you, and what are the rods baited with, says Stuart. So the rod on the left is baited with a live bluegill, and the rod on the right is baited with corn, sweet corn, as well as a little piece of like that rubber fake corn that you can use for carp fishing. And that's on a hair rig. The other one is on a size 3/0 circle hook. So the bluegill's on a 3/0 circle hook, and the corn is on a hair rig. I think like a size 4 hook. Do you use pack bait? I do use pack bait a lot of times. I didn't today. I just didn't bring it out, but I've used pack bait in the past. I like using it with method feeders is how I usually use it. But right now I don't have a method feeder on there. I just have like a big egg sinker, like a 1/2 ounce egg sinker, and then just the corn. But a lot of times I will use pack bait as well. I just didn't today for whatever reason. But I have used it in the past. I like making it out of those panko breadcrumbs, and then I'll put a little Jello mix as well. Like panko breadcrumbs with a little Jello on it. Usually what I use, with like some corn juice. Oh, do you see that, guys? Do you see that? Okay, watch that tip of that rod on the left. got a recipe for you. Watch Any Fin is Possible channel. Does a lot of carp bait. All right, I will give that a watch actually. But yeah, watch that rod tip on the left because I think we might be getting some action pretty soon on it. This rod has been frustrating though. I felt like we were getting something on it all night long and just never did. So let's see, guys. Let's see. I thought I saw something pull down on it just now. Opening the reel up so that whoever grabs that will just be able to run with that bluegill for a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. We don't have that many folks. A lot of times there'll be a ton of people watching, but yeah, tonight has been not a lot of fish and not a lot of folks watching for whatever reason, but I thought we were going to get some more action on that rod on the left, but like I said, it's just every now and again there'll be a big old pull and then nothing. So, but I opened up the reel so that hopefully whatever grabs that, you know, it's not going to feel that pull of that rod. Instead, it'll pick it up and run with it, swallow, and then I can set the hook. All right, guys, well, the rain is starting to pick up now, and I don't have a rain jacket. So it is actually raining right now, and it's just starting to come down lightly, but regularly enough to be pretty annoying without a rain jacket. And I'm gonna get out of here, guys, because it's cold enough to see my breath. It is raining, and I don't want to get too wet, and that's gonna happen really soon if I don't get out of here. So thank you everybody for watching. It was good catching a fish with you. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you everybody who was on and watching. But sorry to end the stream, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty good night of fishing. Caught a pretty decent carp. Caught a bunch of bluegill early on. And yeah, I will see y'all on the next live stream. Thank you everybody who watched. I will see y'all again. Thank you. Have a good one.